Yup. I lied when I said the Chelsea Clinton video was going to be my last one. Now you may be wondering why this is in such low quality. Well, lower quality means it's quicker to render, it's quicker to upload, and give my final thoughts on the 2016 election as a whole. I wore this fucking jacket. I got one asshole who hassled me today. Now, to put this in perspective, when I saw someone wear a Make America Great Again shirt, I said, hey, I just wanted to say I'm glad you feel comfortable with wearing that in an environment that is not all that welcoming. And he said, thanks, man. And I said, I just wanted to show you that not all liberals are assholes. Appreciate it. And we had a lovely conversation. As opposed to this dumbass that wanted to start something. Starts by snickering, walking away like a bitch. Slightly taller than me. But then here's the great thing. He starts rambling on about the shit Hillary Clinton did. And I simply ask him this one question. Where are your sources? Well, my sources? Shocked that I would ask him such a question. Where is your data? Couldn't counter me. Couldn't counter me at all. And the best part was this. When he got extremely triggered, when I started to compare Hitler's nationalist rhetoric to Donald Trump's. Oh, the triggering. He's like, wait, you can't do that. Wait, let me finish, buddy. And he just walked away like a bitch. Of course, second person I asked him for his sources couldn't provide me with a damn thing. Just kept saying things. I said, okay, source, citation, article, something. When I wanted to prove Donald Trump was a globalist, had it. Pulled up an article that he wrote back in 2013 about why we need open borders. Basically mocking the protectionism that Donald Trump has been spewing. I have been researching about Donald Trump since November of last year. And in my research, it's concluded what was within my gut this whole time. That I did have every reason to be afraid of this man. I did have every logical reason to be afraid of what he could do if he got into elected office. Who he would choose as running mate. The rhetoric that he would use. The divisiveness. His supporter base has shown it. Even when someone looks like this, they feel the need to bully and be an asshole. Showing that they cannot win in a debate. However, I sympathize with them. Because to a degree the system has screwed them over. Due to our continued path towards this neoliberalism shit, this capitalism that just keeps eating everyone alive, slowly and slowly. Why am I going to be voting for Hillary Clinton tomorrow? Well, I started to read through the Democratic platform. There will be a PDF in the description of the Democratic platform. Unlike most Democratic platforms, Bernie Sanders fought tooth and nail to get the Democratic platform as perfect as he could make it with Hillary Clinton. And because you have people like Bernie Sanders working that closely with Hillary Clinton, I know that he and other progressives in Congress will not let Hillary get away with her corporatist agenda. They will fight her They will break her, and they will make her a left-wing candidate, or as left-wing as she could go. Is Hillary Clinton incredibly flawed? Yes. I have made these arguments against her myself. I'm not a partisan hack. In fact, one of the things I found interesting was they were shocked when I said, I'm fine with WikiLeaks, and I am voting for Hillary Clinton. They're like, that's a contradiction. No, it's not. The way I see it, Hillary Clinton is a means to an end. That end is to stop Donald Trump. After that, it's all the cards will be on the table at that point. And as a citizen, I will be paying extra attention to Bernie Sanders, what he will be doing in the Senate. I will also be voting for the entire Democratic ticket on tomorrow. I will also be doing phone banking until the polls close at 8 o'clock. My only hope is this, that Hillary Clinton is the next president, that Donald Trump loses this election. But what scares me is this, who's going to be the next Trump? Who is going to be the next Donald Trump? He was obvious in his rhetoric. See, to a degree I may say my Hitler comparison, or at least my analysis of him being like a Hitler that was rising to power, may have been a little unfair, because at least Hitler knew how to code his bullshit. And so does Trump, actually. It's very accurate. No matter who is president, we will be incredibly divided. But I do encourage you to vote for Hillary Clinton. It is a hard vote to cast, a difficult one, an uncomfortable one for me to pass, knowing the information I do. And yet, I will still feel fine enough knowing that Donald Trump is as far away from the nuclear codes, from the diplomatic fields, will not be able to default on the U.S.'s debt, basically making the dollar worthless, will not do this bullshit of trickle-down economics. I will take comfort in knowing that Donald Trump may just create Trump TV, hiring all the Breitbart people. I hope that my initial predictions were wrong, and that perhaps I overestimated Trump. There will be segments of a driving vlog in this video. I really hope that my political commentary and analysis has informed you people, that I have helped you become better citizens, that I have helped you become more informed citizens. If you want to make an argument, have sources on standby. Try your best to memorize certain sections from books, certain sections from treaties, to counter the ignorant, because they truly have no case. However, if I see a Trump supporter, I will say this: I understand your pain. your anger. As a Bernie Sanders supporter, I know that anger. I don't know that anger from poverty. I've never lived a day in my life in poverty. I've never lived a day wondering if I'm going to have food on the table or making sure I have enough money to survive. I've never been on disability. I've never been on a government program. I don't know what that pain is like. But I've seen enough people in poverty, homeless people, in my life to understand why a Donald Trump happened. Hopefully, the moment I shut off this camera, I will be It's amazing. In April, I never thought I would say this. But I hope tomorrow I will be hearing Hillary Clinton has been elected the first woman president. Only because Donald Trump will turn America into an authoritarian state. It is in it. Authoritarianism is in his nature. Those that try to counter this can't. They haven't studied him like I have. Frankly, I don't want to get up. I don't want to know what the future is going to be in the next few hours. I don't want to know, to a degree. Everything I feared back in November became real. Trump did become the nominee. My greatest fear in August, my greatest fear in April was that the Democratic establishment would underestimate Trump, force Hillary Clinton through the primary, and that became a reality. One thing I wish I was right about was Bernie Sanders being the Democratic nominee. But, as they say in the field of sociology, it is this. Sociology is the study of what is, not what it ought to be. And I hope, from a sociological standpoint, that my hypothesis, which is dangerously becoming a theory, something proven, will be wrong about Trump being the president. I love this country. I love the principles and ideals of this country too much to sit back and let Trump become president. I'm going to say one more thing. I hope that what I said to Chelsea Clinton yesterday affected her. What I said to her, for those that didn't see my last video, was this. I said, please ask your mother to repeal the Patriot Act. Please. Is it a likely scenario that she will tell Hillary Clinton about this guy in a Metroid hat that he asked if you would repeal the Patriot Act when you were in office? Probably not like that, but hopefully it came up in a conversation. I hope that as a citizen, I made a difference, not just by voting, but expressing my concern to the powerful of where the state of our country is. Remember, for those of you wondering why I respect Edward Snowden so much, why I respect what he did, it is because I feel he did the ultimate form of patriotism. Now, what do I think the difference is between a nationalist and a patriot? A nationalist is the fool that follows his country blindly. No question. No questioning him. No question about it. Believes that every war it's in is necessary. Believes that everything our country is involved in is necessary. Whereas the patriot loves the country, loves the ideals of the country. However, challenges state power, challenges the government, challenges the decisions that the country is making, and questioning if it is good for the people as a whole, and then acting on what may be the best way to protect their country, to save their country. From ignorance. This is Darth Bryboy, and I hope that I was able to react like this in some degree. Instead of the way I reacted here. Instead of the way I reacted back in 2014 when the Democrats lost the Senate. Remember, vote. Vote to prevent the greater evil from stepping into power. To my fellow Bernie supporters, I don't know if you've made it past this part of the video, but please try to see this election as one battle. But the war that we face wages on. And that war is the war against the establishment. Live long and prosper. Have a nice day. And please vote.